Ray here from the Center Within, and welcome to August 2024. Oh my goodness, in this country, this United States of America, what a wild ride we are on. There has been so many opportunities for this new era to be emerging, and we are seeing it right before our eyes. I feel like we've been talking about this for a long time. My book that came out in 2017 talked about this time that we're in, this emerging new era. There's a super big opportunity to up level, to upshift to our consciousness, our society, our bodies, our relationships, and it is more accelerated and more intense than ever. Time for each one of us to know for sure that we count. You count. I count. Every person on the planet counts. Now's the time to really step into our most authentic, empowered way of living, right? And to really encourage each one of us to do the same thing. It's not easy. It has to be intentional because what we focus on grows. So this month in August in my blog, I write about, for me, my deepening awareness of what my real values are, what motivates me, where's my passions. And I know for me, two that are super important are connecting deeply, authentically, honestly, and kindness. Kindness to myself, to be able to give kindness, to be able to receive kindness. And I know through my one-on-one coaching that really is in alignment with those values because I do get invited into those tender, sacred, vulnerable places in people's lives where they're really looking to grow and develop, right? Their emotional, social, conversational intelligence and to be living in more alignment with their heart song. So I continue to also focus on some of my own joys and my own wins. I wrote a bit about and spoke a bit about in July, the wins. We had a lovely day here in Minnesota with the Stanley Cup with my son and his family and our extended family and friends. It was really magical to be able to take the time to be in joy and especially get to see my grandbabies, huh? I also am experiencing a lot of joy in professionally in the class that we're involved in. We are in month 4 of our 6-month master course called Advanced Coaching and Facilitative Leadership. And it's a really developing competencies for this new era, right? How many places can I talk about this? Because it's so near and dear to my heart. And it really supports us it accelerates and supports transformation. For those of us in the course, I mean, I'm facilitating with my dear friends, Nina and Teresa, and those who are participants only-ish and not as much facilitators, but every one of the people involved in those cohorts are themselves visionaries, futurists, leaders, coaches, right? And they're wanting to serve and to develop their skills so that they can really inform positively their own life, the lives of the people that they serve. So it's time for us to be innovators, time for us to really be futurists and to work to hold the intention to improve the lives of ourselves, our families, our communities, the people we serve, and society as a whole. We are starting a new cohort in October. So if you're interested, take a look. It's on my website under live teachings and courses. It will be another 6-month cohort, and it would be great to have you join us. I have also had a really wonderful opportunity, several actually, that have come up very recently. I just signed a contract, a 6-month contract with a local Minnesota organization that supports newly diagnosed chronic illness patients. And they have a 6-month program. I've been invited to be a coach where we're going to meet weekly and for a while and then every other week. And what I really enjoy about it for me is it continues to integrate and embody this passion I have around, I have my pharmacist hat that I wear with medicine and the medical profession, which will be useful in supporting this particular population, as well as all the depth of lifestyle medicine training and teaching I've done, mind body medicine in being able to support people in their lifestyle medicine. So super interested in that. And also in the medical realm, I've been invited to become a teacher, one of a group of teachers for a 2-year fellowship program for physicians that are specializing in integrative and functional medicine. There's a woman physician, Dr. Lodog, who I have spoken with, and she's invited me to head up and be the director of the spirituality and medicine component of that 2-year fellowship. So I'm really excited to be able to contribute in that way, to continue to learn in that way, and to be able to support, I'm in these mentoring years, our next generation of powerhouse people who also have a vision for this positive up-leveling of humanity in this new era. And finally, I had an opportunity to speak around the topic of living interconnectedly, which is a big part of this new era, recognizing how interconnected we are as humans with the animals, with the plants, with the planet, with the water, right? And the power of a courageous conversation was the topic for our July teaching in the New World Women organization I belong to and am a luminary, contributing some teachings and facilitating workshops. It was such a powerful conversation, again, so timely, because we need to up-level our confidence in conflict, right? There's a lot of polarizing messages out there right now, and really a lot of invitation to divide and hate on even, right? And how do we stay engaged? How do we stay true to ourselves, to our own values, our mission, our center within, and let everybody else count and get to the place where we can make choices on behalf of humanity, on behalf of the planet, that give a playing field, an invitation for every single person to live their most authentic, empowered life. Because this new era, as I was writing about in my book, talks about us keeping in mind the qualities of things like transparency, inclusivity, right? This interconnectedness of being responsible and living up to our potential, win-win collaborative strategies, abundance, right? Finding common ground and solidarity and freedom, and this ability for us to be able to move forward, co-creating who we are becoming. The subtitle of my book, It's Time. If you have any interest in joining me in any of my activities or reaching out for a cup of tea, I would be interested virtually and in person. Now's the time. Let's be in community, let's support each other, and pledge to ourselves, right, and each other, that this is the time to live our most authentic, empowered life.